Yo, somebody check the men's room for a Hugh, Jass.
Well, howdy folks, and welcome back. Today we are doing something a little bit different, something I've actually never done before in a video, and that's a bit of a map review. Well, actually we'll call it a map preview because this is I'm doing this for the upcoming update to World Tanks Blitz. You'll be hearing all about it pretty quick, and I think you're really going to like this map actually. The map minions at Wargaming have been really busy with this one, let me tell you. The sheer amount of stuff in this map is fantastic. It's got a great level of detail. The map feels really large indeed. I think there's enough space here to allow some very creative gameplay with the terrain and the other buildings and things. I feel confident this map's going to become a favorite amongst Blitz tankers. Looking at this top-down view, we can pick out three distinct areas on the map. The dock area here, the town area here, which incidentally also contains the cap circle. And you know, while this town, it's not exactly Himmelsdorf, the town is definitely an urban frag fest that will grind up all but the best tankers. And finally, what I've been calling the back 40 out here in the sticks. You will find your spawn areas in both the northwest corner and the southeast corner of this map. Both of these spawns are relatively secluded, and on some maps, you know, you can sit at spawn and snipe. Sometimes spawn is the best sniping spot on a map, but in this map, absolutely not. There's so many things in your way, you will just be surrounded and decimated if you sit there and hope to be sniping from there. The dock area appears at first glance to be an open lane for some speedy flanking of town positions, but it's actually a high-risk area to tankers who choose to run this gauntlet. Move as quickly as possible through this area, as snipers from both teams positioned on the hills behind, working with forward spawning tanks, will be able to ravage those who linger too long in the open lanes of this area, with little risk to themselves. This is no place for slow-moving heavies. The dock area also has some interesting areas that you can explore, like driving your tank on a ship for instance. But beware, the water below is deep, and fumble controls can find you heading for Davy Jones's locker. Heavies moving into town seems just like their natural element, but beware, there are so many different vectors of attack, it is almost impossible to keep them all covered, and it's a real meat grinder. You have to be on your toes at all times. Now, if you find yourself needing to defend the cap at some point, do not despair. The cap is an incredibly dangerous place for anyone trying to take it. There are so many avenues to attack from that you won't have much problem at all resetting it, and there's also plenty of cover for you taking your shots. Basically, the cap is indefensible. You would need a vastly superior force in order to capture it over the other team, and I feel that if you had that much more of a force, you would probably be hunting down those stragglers as opposed to trying to cap. And now we come to the back 40. There is a lot of room to run around back here, lots of terrain to work with and go haul down. This is going to be a really fun place to battle. Fast moving mediums or lights will do well to get up front quickly so they can get spots for any heavies that are coming up from behind to back them up. Or the more daring way, you may take the fastest tank you have in your garage and do the river valley bottom, where you can stay concealed for quite some time, hoping to get spots on the enemy as they come out of their base unawares. All in all, I feel that with the incredible variations in terrain in the back 40 and the fact that it's also pretty open and going to lead to a lot of freewheeling fun battling back here. It's not a lot of peek and boom. There can be a lot of movement, everyone moving around. It's going to be a little bit of swirling mayhem at times, I think, but it's going to be one of the best places to fight on this map. And now we come to the final area. And I know I said there was three distinct areas, but the more I look at this map, the more I consider this area to be key. And technically, it could be considered part of the back 40, as I actually considered it when I first started looking at this map. But the more I look it over, as I said, the more I realize this ridgeline almost cuts the map in half and offers vantage points where tankers can put shell fire into several different areas. Many of the positions on the ridgeline offer fairly good hard cover as well, making it difficult for your enemies to effectively return fire at you. They are also reasonably defensible when under direct assault by similar forces due to their terrain layout. By choosing the opposite side of the ridgeline to your enemy's location, you can travel to a new position without being observed and pop back up on the ridge where they don't expect you. I could see this area becoming a very key place, key to victory on this map even, and I'm really looking forward to testing these ideas in full battle scenarios. Well, folks, there you have it. That's our quick preview of the new map coming up in the next update. I hope I've given you a little insight into some of its contents for sure, and maybe some strategies that might be useful. All right, thanks for coming by and watching the new Port Bay preview. I will catch you next time.